Do you fear that using unease about Islamism is being weaponised by the Conservative Party?
Everyone get ready to get out your little violins for Mr. Sadiq Khan, our pathetic London mayor.
Well, I'll be deliberate in my use of language because I'm trying not to make things worse. I think any independent expert, commentator, jurist, academic you speak to will accept that what Lee Anderson said more than 2 weeks ago on that Friday night was Islamophobic, anti-Muslim and racist.
Yes, of course, all three of those things: Islamophobic, anti-Muslim and racist. Now, he says any expert. I mean, anyone who has a brain cell, let alone an expert, can figure out that Islam is not a race. Therefore, Lee Anderson's comments, no matter how rude you thought they may have been, were not racist, you absolute plonker, Sadiq Khan.
Conversation about the definition of Islamophobia, but Anderson...
Yeah, we should have a conversation about it. He was referring to Islamic extremism, not all Muslims, and this word Islamophobia is just ridiculous. The second word you referred to, anti-Muslim hatred, we should actually use more when we're referring to hatred against Muslims. But I don't think that what Sadiq Khan was that. He was referring to Islamic extremism. But you have decided to take it and go on every single media appearance you can get your hands on to cry and whinge like a little baby about Lee Anderson. Why don't you take all of that time and energy that you've clearly got, Sadiq Khan, and channel it into fixing knife crime in London, for example, or maybe making TfL function?
Comments falls in at least one, if not two, if not three, of those definitions of those three things. Now, the fact that Rishi Sunak, the leader of his party, our Prime Minister, didn't have the guts or the strength to call it out for what it is, I think is a problem. It's a problem, Andrew, because I'm trying to encourage people to join all political parties, Labour, of course, all the Tories, all the Lib Dems, all the Greens, to get involved in mainstream politics. And I mean minority communities. Sunak makes it much harder by not calling out Islamophobia.
Now, first of all, I mean, Sunak has been far more on your side than he should have been. He didn't have the backbone to stand up for Lee Anderson, who was clearly identifying a real problem that lots of people think the same way as Lee Anderson on this, and are really concerned about the state of London particularly, but the country as well, with these, you know, we've got the highest terror threat since 9/11 and Islamic extremists on the streets every single weekend. Rishi Sunak booted Lee Anderson out of the party for that. You should be loving Rishi Sunak right now, Sadiq Khan, surely.
The first person, Andrew, and you can go back and look in real time. I was calling out anti-Semitism in my own party. I had dear friends, Luciana Berger, Ruth Smead, Louise Ellman, who left our party as a consequence. It was outrageous, and I called out in real time, and Keir Starmer's making huge progress since he became leader. Where's Sunak's strength? Why is he calling out in real time?
Well, as if it's a changed Labour Party and there isn't any anti-Semitism in the party at all. We all know that's complete and utter rubbish. We saw what happened in the Rochdale election with Azhar Ali. And yes, he was removed as a candidate, but then a load of Labour councillors still went out and campaigned for him because they loved his anti-Semitic ideas. You can't get it out of the grassroots, Keir Starmer, and now they've allowed a guy back into the party who was kicked out for anti-Semitism, and now they're even contemplating letting Diane Abbott back in the party, who was kicked out for her comments against the Jewish community as well. So, sorry Sadiq Khan to act like there's no anti-Semitism in the Labour Party and Keir Starmer's doing a fantastic job is just BS. And on the point of racism, which you seem to bring up thinking that Islam is a race, which it is just not, but can we just remember the fact that you are the one that was essentially racist against the Lionesses and said that the women's football team that represents England, which is an ethnically white country, is too white. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sadiq Khan is absolutely pathetic. Let's all get our little small violins out for Sadiq Khan, who cries and cries and cries and whines about everything and just looks for sympathy wherever he can, rather than actually doing a good job as London Mayor. God help us if this man gets elected again at the next mayoral election. I'm Chloe Dobbs. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell.